Hey guys, how's it going? We got the crew here from Dark Wolf Artisans. We're missing a couple of us. Aaron's not here, but Chris is out traveling, of course. But us three and Aaron did a lot of work on this bus we're getting ready to showcase for you guys. It's a friend of ours from Fremar Corporation. It's a construction company. They do a lot of dirt work, foundation work. They have huge heavy machinery and stuff like that. And we helped build a bus for them. They got some mechanics at their shop to do some really great work, and they've done a lot of cool stuff to this thing. Let's take you around and show you what all we've done and what they've done. So I'm not sure of the year of this bus, but it's I believe an early to mid 90s Thomas bus. And it was just a regular school bus. It had all the windows in it, just like a normal school bus. The guys at Fremar actually did the roof raise, and we kind of coached them along and helped them out a little bit, but they actually physically did all the work themselves, doing the raise itself. They stripped all of the skins off of this thing as well. They didn't want any rub rails on here. They wanted just a nice clean, you know, more of a coach looking type bus. So they kind of modeled this after a coach a little bit. So Rich and I did all the panel placement on this thing after they had done the raise, and it was basically just a skeleton of a bus, you know, the hat channels and no doors or, you know, nothing. Actually, the doors on here are all brand new. You know, they actually built that under storage from an old Bluebird bus. They used the doors from and everything. So it's kind of a Frankenstein bus. They did all kind of cool.
There's a lot of different buses put together.
Yeah, put a lot of cool custom work, just taking bits and pieces off of different buses and different things. Bluebird mirrors, of course, on the Thomas. Bluebird doors.
They did the suspension too, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this was a leaf sprung bus, and they took all the suspension out of this thing and put air ride suspension on it. So as you see, it's really low. It's kind of the kneeling position for when people can get in, you know, loading up and stuff or offloading. Just drops that front end down. Or actually, they got the whole bus down at the moment. But it looks really cool. It's kind of a little hot rod bus. Reminds me of a space shuttle, actually, kind of is. Just the black and white, I think, helps do that, but just the sleekness of the transition. We did a roof raise, or did a transition here from the very front. And we went to the very, very front of this one. I did this bus just a little bit different. They didn't want, normally on like Bluebirds and Thomas, there's a little bit of an area about that much from the front cap that you have to go back a little bit before you can actually start the raise. But I framed this out in such a way that I was able to put the transition right at the very front. So I think it turned out really cool, a little different. It's fun testing our skills and knowledge and trying new things, of course, all the time.
Yeah, we did the new sheet metal too along the wheels as well. Whole side of the bus.
Yeah, from the ground all the way up is all brand new sheet metal on this whole thing.
In the front, we did new sheet metal on the front of the bus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. This was a three-piece front end. It had three pieces, and we went ahead and cleaned it all up. Took it all off and just did a one-piece unit on the front. Just really made it really clean. What else can we tell them about the outside?
Well, big giant windows. There's 8 big ones on each side.
Yeah.
There's a new driver window and a new passenger door window.
Yep.
And there's 2 windows out in the back in the bathroom.
Can show them kind of back here. We did it's got nice Alcoa wheels as well. Just kind of modern update on this thing. These 2 panels here are actually from Bluebird buses as well. This is an engine cover from a Bluebird, and that's actually an engine cover from a Bluebird as well. This still gets air into the engine compartment, but this one up here, there's actually a little boxed in area that the condenser for the mini split unit is hidden up in here. So it's just a box, but it's actually an exterior type thing. It can rain in there and everything, and there's drain hoses that go down and drain if the water gets in there. These are cool little, they're clear lensed lights, but they actually glow red. I wonder if those are, a couple of them are backup lights. I haven't even tried. But anyway, they modified everything. Brand new stainless steel custom bumpers for this thing as well. They want them to fit really nice and tight to the body and really up close, you know, to the butt end of this thing as well. This is a custom aluminum door for this, and inside of here, as you guys know, on a lot of these buses, there's kind of a stepped up area above the engine on these rear engine buses. Make sure I don't fall down on your head. You might actually have to reach and close that thing. And open it pretty big. But in here, this is a little section that they've got their utility area. So the mini split unit is in this little white box over here like I was speaking of. And this is a water tank here. They've got a big aluminum water tank in here. It says 83 gallons, so they must have measured that as they filled it up. And then their water pump, and then they've got a hot water, like an outdoor shower, cold and hot water here as well.
We took some extra time on this bus when we put the panels on to make sure all these lines were as close as perfect as we can get them.
Perfect enough.
Perfect enough. It gives it a nice smooth look, pretty straight all the way along, and just wanted the bus to look as clean as possible.
Yeah, all the intersections are just lined up really nice on there. Took some good time doing all that. Let's see, this was a purpose-built bus actually. It's not a Skoolie. It was basically built for a hunting vehicle. They do a lot of hunting and a lot of tailgating parties, and just to haul their family around doing cool events and stuff like that. More of just a really fun vehicle, not to live in or anything like that. With that said, with the hunting deal, this is a big awning on here, and they're actually, when it's out, they're actually getting a tent type situation made. I don't know what you can call that, but this will be a second room basically out here, and it'll have a flap on it, a little Velcro flap deal where they can put their wood stove and all that stuff. So this will become kind of a secondary living space, or where they can keep all their gear and all that sort of thing while they're out hunting. It's got an outdoor speakers. It's got a rocking system in it. It sounds pretty darn good actually. And they've got some outdoor speakers here just for entertaining and stuff like that. Let's take you up front and I'll show you a door that I custom built for this thing.
It is going to be kind of a party bus, so they put some lighting up underneath the awning. And they also put some lighting underneath the bus.
It's got underglow. And then changes all kinds of different colors. So they can kind of put whatever color they want under there. All right, so another thing that we did on this is we built this really cool custom door for this thing. They wanted everything to be flushed on here. So on Thomas's, let's see, how can I explain this? You'll see if you come close and show this, but it's straight here, and right at the window line, the whole bus kind of curves in a little bit. And normally these doors are inset about 2 to 3 inches from this straight point down. So there's a little lip here or whatever. And they didn't want that, so we built a custom door that flushed everything out. I actually had to bend the door and make it all fit. But it's aluminum framed with 1.5 inch square tubing, all aluminum. And then it has aluminum facing on it as well, and aluminum on the inside. Open that up, show you.